The fact that you went in from Christianity and transitioned into Islam, what were the things that you perhaps didn't align yourself completely with Christianity that helped navigate your journey towards Islam?
Actually, as a Christian, the deeper I got into my faith, the more questions I had, and I started to be a bit more confused as I was going along. I was going to Bible studies and going to church every Sunday, and I'm not saying that's what makes you religious, but as I went along, I started to have a lot of questions that were unanswered. Actually, the Quran started answering those questions for me, like questions about who is Jesus and is Jesus really God, and these kind of questions. I always had them on my mind. And also another question I had was, are Christians the only people that will get into heaven? And the Quran started answering those questions for me. And one thing that always confused me as a Christian was, like, how can Jesus, peace be upon him, be God if he doesn't know what's going to happen to him on the crucifixion day? I was reading the Bible and it said that he was sweating blood because he was so nervous about what's going to happen. So I'm thinking to myself, if Jesus was God, then how is he nervous about what's going to happen? And from the other side, how can God die? And from the other side, I'm thinking, like, if we put God into a human time frame which has a beginning and an end, then God would have a beginning and an end. But God is infinite, so to me, it feels that we're somehow limiting God.
Guys, as a Christian, the deeper she got into her faith, the more questions she had. She started being a bit confused. She was going to Bible studies and attending more churches. And the more confused it becomes for her. Then she started reading Quran, and Quran started answering her question about Jesus. You understand? And the Quran gave her all the answers she was looking for. You know, the Bible teachings, what the Bible, the stories, how the Bible narrated it to us, limits God. You cannot put God into a human form. God, you can never put God into a human form. That is the problem. You see, like I said, I will be running this kind of program, making this kind of video, since some people had started saying that we are being funded. You see, once as a human being you start thinking, things will change. And you guys should stop attributing our change to something. People like me don't believe you can monetize anything about God. You cannot collect money to do anything about Allah, God the Creator. You cannot. You cannot go after money to do any kind of thing like you guys are doing. You guys are opening worship centers every day, changing your name because you are running after money. You want to make money. You don't want to be under anybody. We want to make money. You are looking for money. Some of you, 99.8% of you, are going there for the sake of money. So when you see us talking, you said they are funding us. They are not funding us, just that we started thinking. When you have your children today, you will tell your children that they must start thinking. They must question everything. It's just when they tell you that it's 1, you agree that it's 1. Somebody give you, like, say it's 10. You must count it and make sure that it's 10. Even sometimes machine that count money makes mistake. You understand? So you guys should understand that the world has changed. A lot of things has changed. Things has changed. People have started asking questions. This question, we had it in our mind. It's just that we had opportunity to come on social media and to start asking this question. You cannot monetize the things of God, and you cannot put God in a human form. God is infinite. He is. We don't need to limit him by all these stories of 1 + 1 that make 1 + 1 + 1 that makes 1. Thank you guys. See you on my next video.